YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at the second aspect of the cosine rule. As you can see on the screen, cosine rule, the second part. Just like a recap, if you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, kindly do so. My simple math, press the notification button so that you can always get a notification from us whenever we post a new video. Just like a recap, like I said earlier, we have been able to iron out the first part of this topic, but then this video, it's presently on this channel, we are able to explain how this formula for cosine rule works. So just in few seconds, we said the cosine rule is used when two sides and the included angle are given, or when all three sides are given. We are able to iron that out in our last video. If you have a triangle, you have to solve and you are given two sides and the included angle, or you are given all the three sides, you have to use cosine rule to solve such problem. Now in that video we explained that it is the same letter that starts that also end, depends on what you are looking for. The small letter are the sides, while the capital letters are the angle. So depends on what you are looking for. If you are looking for side A, you are making use of this formula, or if you are looking for angle A, you make use of this first formula. This second one, if you are looking for side B or angle B, any one of the two, you make use of this. And if you are looking for side C or angle C, you make use of this. You need to know that in each of these variation given above, the cosine rule, basically the pattern starts and ends with the same letter. So we've been able to say that in our last video, how this formula works. Then we promise in that last video that we'll be solving one or two questions that will go with this principle, this guideline. If you are given two sides and included angle, or you are given all the three sides. So in this video we are going to be looking at one or two questions that will cover this aspect. So let's dive straight into solving those questions. Now let's look at the first question here. The first question says in triangle ABC, we are given A to be 12.83 meter, we are given C to be 10.75 meter, we are given capital letter B, like we said not quite long, that once we are given a capital letter, it is the angle. Capital letter B, 136.2 degree, we have to calculate B. Triangle has three sides, side A, B and C. We are given A, we are given C, we are asked to calculate, to look for B, and we are given angle B. Remember, we said whenever you are given two sides and the included angle, look at this, is a condition. Two sides and the included angle, you have to use a cosine rule. That is what happened in this question. We are given two sides, side A, and we're also given side C, included angle, side angle B. So we have to look for side B. So that means we have to apply cosine rule. Whenever you are given two sides and the included angle in a triangle, you have to use what? This cosine rule that we are talking about. So let's look at the solution. What do we have here? Beautiful. If you look at the question, you are given two sides, side A and side C, which are 12.83 meter for side A, 10.75 meter for side B. For side C, we are asked to look for side B, and we are given angle B, which is 136.2 degree. Beautiful. So like we said not quite long, that if you are looking for side B or angle B, make use of this. Very simple. B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cos B. It's just like a repetition depending on the angle or the side you are looking for. So let's impute our parameter. Our A 12.83 square, 12.83 square, plus C 10.75 meter, then 10.75 square. We have it here. So the formula says 2AC. This is 2. Our A is 12.83. Our C is 10.75. Multiplying them. Cos our B, cos B, capital letter B, 136.2 degree. Awesome. So if we look for the square of 12.83, we have 164.6. If we look for the square of 10.75, we have 115.6 minus, if you multiply 2 by 12.83 by 10.75, you have 275.8. If you look for cos 136.2 degree, put your calculator, you have minus 0.727. If you have not seen our video on quadrants, the reason why cos 136.2 gives us negative sign, go and check on this YouTube channel on quadrants. We have the first, the second, third and fourth quadrants. In the first quadrant, all are positive. We have the tan, the sine, the cos, they are all positive. But when you come to the second quadrant, which is from 91 to 180, I don't want to waste time on that on this video. It's only sine that is positive in the second quadrant. Both cos and tan, they are negative. And if you look at what we have here is 136 by implication, it means it will fall on the second quadrant. That is why cos is negative in the second quadrant. That's why we have negative 0.727 here. So if you have not seen that video on quadrants, kindly check this YouTube channel. You see the reason why this is negative. So if you had 164.6 and 115.6, you have 280.2. So if you now multiply 275.8 and 0.727 together, it will give you 200.51. Remember, you are multiplying, so negative times negative here will give us what? This positive. Awesome. So when you add these two together, 280.2 and 200.51, you have 480.71. Beautiful. So remember, you are looking for side B, and we have the square of B here. So when you square root both sides such that the square root will remove this square, you are left with B. Then the square root of 480.71 will give you 21.9 meters. So we now have side A to be 12.83 meters, side B to be 21.9 meters, side C to be 10.75 meter. Awesome. So that serves the condition. Whenever you have two sides and the included angle, you make use of this cosine rule. Beautiful. Let's look at another question. Remember, we have two conditions. Condition number one says you have to use cosine rule when two sides and the included angle is given. That's what we've just done. So let's look at another question that will serve this condition. When all the three sides are given, just the three sides alone are given. Let's look at another question. Now, this is another question. Beautiful. In triangle ABC with side A 5 cm, B 6 cm, and C 8 cm. Calculate A. Whenever you see a capital letter, it means you are looking for the angle, the included angle. Remember, we are told whenever we are given three sides in a triangle, it means we can use this cosine rule. Beautiful. So we are given side A, B, and C. We have to look for this angle. When you see a capital letter, it means you have to calculate the angle. So let's look at what we have here. Beautiful. Now we are given side A to be 5 centimeters, side B to be 6 centimeters, side C to be 8 centimeters. We are asked to look for the angle. You can be asked to look for any of the angle A or B or C. But in this question we are asked to look for angle A. Capital letter is the angle. So like I said earlier, depend on what you are looking for. If it is A or angle A, you use the first formula, which is A square plus B square plus C square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. If you are looking for B or angle B, you use B square equals A square plus C square minus 2AB AC cos B. Depends on what you are looking for, like we have up here. Now let's impute our parameters. We have A, B and C. So let's impute. We have our A to be 5, so we have 5 square here. We have our B to be 6, we have 6 square here. We have our C to be 8, we have 8 square here. Minus 2BC minus 2BC. Our 6 and 8 are B and C cos A, because we are not given the angle. So we have cos A. Awesome. So 5 square is 25 equals 6 square is 36 plus 8 square is 64 minus 2BC, that's 268. 2 times 6 times 8 will give us 96. Now cos A, because we are looking for A, we don't know the value. So if you come here, 25 equals 36 plus 64 will give us what? 100 minus 96 cos A. That's what we have here. So if you collect like terms, this minus 96 cos A, if you bring it out of the equality sign, this sign will change to positive. That's why we have 96 cos A here. This our 100 remains at its position. Now this 25 is positive. When it crosses the equality sign, it changes to negative. That's why we have minus 25 here. Good. So 96 cos A equals, if you say 100 minus 25, it will give you what? 75. Awesome. So we want to make cos A the subject of this relation. All we just need to do is to divide here by 96, here by 96, so that 96 can cancel 96. We will be left with what? Cos A. Here we now have 75 over 96. Beautiful. So if you punch your calculator, 75 divided by 96 will give you what? 0.78125. Great. So because we're actually looking for angle A and not cos A, so we divide both sides by cos also, or we look for the inverse of what we have here. So if you divide here by cos, this cos we cancel the cos underneath, so you will be left with 0.78125 over the cos, but we will not leave it that way. It's still the same thing as the inverse. So our A is now standing alone, so we will now look for the inverse. It's just like bringing it up. Inverse, cos inverse of 0.78125. If you put your calculator, so you can get your angle, which is angle A, to be 38.62 degrees. So that's our answer, fulfilling the two conditions, that if you are given two sides in a triangle and an included angle, or you are given all the three sides to look for any of the angle, you can use cosine rule. You can always pause and rewind this video for better clarification and understanding. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, My Simple Maths. Activate the notification button so that you can always get notification from us whenever we post a new video. See you in our next class, in our next video. Thank you.